No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will put total effort to crank us up. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. Makes him talk to the hand. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll run it again. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game, on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the left. Oh, a lot of space. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. It's caught downfield. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Trying play action. Buying some time. Now he's looking into the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance. Put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive alive.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. The play action fake. Avoids pressure. Looking down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball,
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker.
Touchdown, Longhorns! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter.
Texas, 14, South Carolina, 0.
So 1st down here as they go back to work. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Power football with the run. It's a seam wide open. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. The give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To throw, it's Sellers. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Slings it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fears the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
So now it's 2nd and long. Defense playing a bail technique. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Under fire. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap it up here in the 1st half. Stay tuned. 2nd half not too far away. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. This defense will try to keep everything in front. To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He'll get it up. Out the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off. And
he lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Quick strike complete. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. There he goes. Smacks it with the stiff arm. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
That's a nice play on offense there. How about the tight end getting out of the stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They'll run play action. Quarterback extends the play. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Lets it go to the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter.
Texas 21, South Carolina 7.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bringing the heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football.
It's caught. Loose in the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. A scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the... to throw. It's Manning. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Lots of running room. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If you want to test the physicality of the defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Tosses to the quarterback. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
The throw. Finds his man. It's Baxter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going for a big play right off the bat.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Oh, they're after him. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting...
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Corner's going to give them room. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground. Defense picks it up. He managed a few on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it along the sideline. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to it.